Good morning, students. So today we'll discuss some important problems in this linear programming chapter. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed concepts and basic models of linear programming problems. So now we are going to discuss models in examination point of view. Okay. So these are of three types. There are three types of linear programming problems. So one is manufacturing problems, and second is diet problems, and third is transportation problems. So first one in manufacturing problems, we determine the number of different products. Okay, so the number of units of different products which should be produced and sold by firm, when each product requires a fixed manpower, some machinery hours, some labor hours per unit of product. So warehouse space per unit of the output, etc., in order to make maximum profit. Okay, so some number of units are produced by machine A, machine B. So like that, we are going to have uh, in this model problems which are manufacturing problems. Now second model, diet problems. In diet problems, generally we are going to mix some vitamin contents in different types of foods, so up to some level. Okay, so in these problems we determine the amount of different kinds of constituents or nutrients which should be included in a diet so as to minimize the cost of the desired diet, such that it contains a certain minimum amount of each constituent or nutrients. So there may be some types of foods, food one, food two. In those given foods, we are going to mix some content of vitamin A, vitamin C, like that. Okay, so mixing some vitamin contents up to some level in the given different foods. So these type of problems comes under diet problems. Okay, and lastly, transportation problems. Okay, actually these are very less, as we have only two problems on manufacturing. One is in the miscellaneous and one is in the example. Okay, so these are very easy to understand. So first of all, we'll go for solving some problems on these manufacturing and diet. So these two are important actually. Okay, first two models, problems on first two models are very important. So those are manufacturing problems, and diet problems we are going to discuss for maximum number in the coming exercise. Okay, so let us go for solving problems in the exercise. So let us go for those. Now before that, there was an example given here. Just have a look at that. See, diet problem given. Okay, so now let us go for discussing this problem. A dietitian wishes to mix two types of foods in such a way that vitamin contents of the mixture contain at least 8 units of vitamin A and 10 units of vitamin C. Okay, that is maximum, that is requirement in total. Okay, so vitamin content of that mixture, two types of food of at least 8 units as a total for vitamin A in both the foods, and 10 units of vitamin C overall. Okay, now, so food 1 contains 2 units of per kg of vitamin A and 1 unit per kg of vitamin C. Okay, just have a look at that. Now, so it costs 50 rupees per kg to purchase food 1, 70 rupees per kg to purchase food 2. So formulate this problem as a linear programming problem to minimize the cost. We are going to minimize the cost of that mixture. Okay, so first of all, we'll start the solution for every problem with taking x, y values. Here, how many kgs of food 1 not given, how many kgs of food 2 not given. So those should be taken as x and y. Let the mixture contain x kgs of food 1 and y kgs of food 2. Clear? So clearly x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0, because x comma y represents what? Some number of kgs of food 1 and food 2. Though that cannot be negative. So x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0 is compulsory. Okay. By default, we'll write those inequalities. And graph is going to be obtained in the first quadrant. Okay. That is also one of the reasons. Now let us go for taking table. So in columns, food 1, food 2 will write and requirement. Okay. So, and left side, vitamin A content, vitamin C content. Vitamin A content in food 1, 2 units, and in food 2, 1 unit. So maximum requirement of vitamin A, 8 given already. Okay. So that is at least 8. Now vitamin C content in both the foods. In first food 1 unit, second food 2 units. So total requirement 10. Now what is the cost of first type of food per kg? 70. Sorry, 50 rupees. And second type of food per kg cost 70 rupees. Clear? So since the mixture must contain at least 8 units, at least means greater than or equals to or less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. So 2x plus y. Okay, 2x plus y greater than or equals to 8 we can write. So 2x plus y greater than or equals to 8 requirement. Minimum 8. Similarly, 1x plus 2y greater than or equals to 10. Clear? So that those what constraints we can write. And what is the objective function we are going to minimize the cost function. Cost means how much per kg cost for food 1, 50 rupees, for food 2, 70 rupees, correct or not? And how many kgs available for food 1, x we took, and how many kgs available for food 2, y. So finally 50x plus 70y, 50x plus 70y is the objective function. Yes. So now finally we are going to formulate the given problem. Okay. I told you 4 cases to solve every LPP. What is first case? We have to understand the given problem. And second case, we are going to formulate the objective function along with the constraint. See, 50x plus 75 we are going to minimize. That is, this is our cost function. And what are the constraints? 2x plus y greater than or equals to 8 and x plus 2y greater than or equals to 10 and xy greater than or equal to 0. So till here, formulation of given problem. After that, we'll go for taking graph. Before taking graph, we have to write the table values. Okay, let us graph the inequalities 2 to 4. The feasible region determined by the system in this figure. Okay, so first of all, we'll take these two inequalities into equalities and take table. Okay, see, I'm taking table for first inequality. Okay, see, how can I take table values? So it's very easy. So here we write x value, y value. Now one point on the x-axis, one point on the y-axis, and another point will be point of intersection of these two. Okay, as I told you before. Now tell me, what is the point on the x-axis? X-axis means y value 0. And if you want to take point on the y-axis, x value 0. Now tell me, if y value 0, x value must be 4 because 2 into 4, 8 or not. So I can take 4 here, correct? Now here I can take 4. Now here 0 for x coordinate. If it is 0, this will become 0. Then what will be y? 8. So 0 comma 8 we can take another point. Now this point is point of intersection. Okay, we'll see that. Now let us take table values for this inequality also. Okay, Now see here x, y, okay, 1 point on the x-axis, 1 point on the y-axis. So let us take now here 1 point on the x-axis. So x-axis means y coordinate 0 as I told you, and y-axis x coordinate 0. Tell me point on the x-axis. Whenever y coordinate is 0, what will be x value here? Must be 10 because this must be equal 10. Okay, so I can take 10 there. So 10 comma 0 is a point on the x-axis. Now tell me point on the y-axis. For taking point on the y-axis, x value must be 0. Then 2 into how much? 10? 5 is a. So 0 comma 5 I can take. Now you observe this is a point of intersection. Tell me what will be the point of intersection of these two inequalities. Okay. Now let us solve these. So what will we get? So this one we can multiply by 2, this one we can multiply by 2 and solve those. Okay, so what can write? So here um, let me write 4x. Okay, so 4x plus 2y, correct, equals to now 16 because I'm multiplying by 2, correct. So second one as it is, x plus 2y, okay, equals to 10. So now let us go for solving these. So what will you get? 2y get cancelled. Now 4x minus 3x. 4x minus x, 3x. So 3x equals 2. So what will you get there? 16 minus 10. 6 will get. So x value 2. Whenever x value 2, what about y value? See x value 2 if I substitute there. Okay, 2 goes there, 8. So y value will be 4. Clear? So 2 comma 4 is the point of intersection I can take. Correct or not? See 2 comma 4 will be the point of intersection. So this process is common for every problem. So what you take? We'll take table values for first inequality and second inequality by taking one point on both the axes, and after that point of intersection also important. Now let us go for drawing graph. To understand this process of taking values before going to taking graph. So now let us go for see the graph. Now see here. See 2 comma 4 is the point of intersection. If you observe, see 2 comma 4 is the point of intersection here, right? So by taking 2 comma 4 as the point of intersection, now we can take first line. See what is that? See 4 comma 0, 0 comma 8. First line I have taken, and second line also I have taken 1 point on the 1 point y-axis, and point of intersection also both lines need to pass. Okay. Now, if you observe, both are greater than or equals to. Both the lines are at least, correct or not, greater than or equals to. There only we can understand that graph is going to be outside the origin. See, outside the origin for both the lines in the first quadrant. Correct. So like that will shade. So whenever region is unbounded, we must be careful. Okay, we have to draw. First of all, we'll go for taking corner points. What are corner points? So B, A, and C. Okay, so we should write like this. From the figure, graph is unbounded and closed by the corner points A 0, 8, B 2, 4, and C 10, 0. Now take table value. Now take corner points and objective function also will write and find, substitute these values. So finally, where do you get minimum value? At 2, 4, we got minimum value as 380. But so 380 cannot be the minimum value we say because graph is not bounded. See, here we can understand in the table. Remember, this is common. This is common point we write for every LPP, for every problem. writing like this is common wherever region is unbounded. Hope you ought to understand. So we find that smallest value of z is 380. Okay, at the point 2 comma 4. But can we say the minimum value of z is 380? No. Remember that the feasible region is unbounded. So for that we have to check any other point is there or not, which is giving the value less than this. For that 50x plus 70y less than 380 we should take. So this is dotted line. This dotted line is 50x. See, 50x plus 70y, 50x plus 70y less than that 380 value. So we have to draw this inequality to check whether that feasible region have any common point with this open half plane. Okay, finally there is no common point. So finally we'll declare 380 as minimum. Okay, see here how we'll declare. See, now just now see here, 50x plus 75 less than 380 we should take. From this, if you take 10 common, 5x plus 7y less than 38. So 5x plus 7y less than 38 compulsory passes through the point of intersection 2 comma 4. See, this you can observe. That you can observe. See, 5x plus 7y passes through this 2 comma 4, and where it passes through on x-axis, see, on y-axis x value is 0. If you take x value 0, what is y value? 38 by 7. 38 by 7 means 5 point change. See, 5 point change I am taking here, this one. Okay, 5 point change here, and here where it cuts the y-axis, that also you must know. To know that, take y value 0, then x value 38 by 5 means 6 point change, the 7 point change, 7 point change, this one. So like that, and it passes to pakka this point of intersection. So like the dotted line we should write, and for that less than means downside. So this is the region. So this is common. Okay. So now you tell me whether this plane and this plane having any common point? No. Those regions are not intersecting. Okay. So why we should draw this inequality? To check whether the resulting open half plane has any point common with the feasible region. Okay. This is feasible region and this is open half plane. Okay, open half plane having any common point or not? No. So we see that it has no points in common. Like that we'll write. So therefore minimum value of z is 380 only. That is attained at which point? 2 comma 4. Hence the optimal value for this is what? Mixing strategy for the addition would be mix 2 kg of food 1. 2 comma 4 now. 2 comma 4 means what is the meaning of 2 comma 4? 2 kg of food 1 and 4 kg of food 2. And with this strategy, the minimum cost of the mixture will be 380 rupees. Correct? So like that we can conclude. So when will you draw this inequality dotted line? When region is unbounded cases. Clear? So now let us go for solving one problem from the exercise. So this example also you can do, you can understand. So these are all examples you can understand. See, whenever region is bounded, closed, there is no problem. Okay, directly we can conclude this value, whatever value maximum. So that is only maximum happened at that point. It is very easy. Whenever region is bounded, it is very easy to end the solution. So now, so let us solve question number 1. First of all, here 4 steps you have to follow as I told you. Let me recall. Okay, so what is first step? We have to understand the problem. Are you given maximizing function or minimizing function? Or and how many units requirement given? Okay, is a diet problem or manufacturing problem? So these all things we have to understand. And what is the cost of that food per kg? Okay, what is the cost of second food per kg? And what is the maximum requirement of vitamin contents? So these all will to understand in the first step. Okay, now what is second step? Accordingly, with that limitations, we have to formulate that objective function and constraints. Okay, so now let us go for solve this problem. First of all, try to understand the given question. Reshma wishes to mix two types of food. How many types of foods we have? Two types of foods. What are those? P and Q. In such a way that vitamin contents of the mixture contain at least 8 units of vitamin A. So total vitamin A content is how much? Minimum 8 units. Minimum means less than or equals to or greater than or equals to? Greater than or equals to. So just like previous example which we have discussed already, here also graph is going to become unbounded because greater than or equals to. Now, so what is maximum content of vitamin A? 8. Maximum content of vitamin B? 11. And what is the food P cost per kg? 60 rupees. Food Q cost per kg 80. Now food P contains 3 units of vitamin A, individually 5 units of vitamin B. That will write for inequality. So 3x plus 5y. Okay. Now, so now food Q contains 4 units of vitamin A, 2 units of vitamin B. So finally what you are going to find? We are going to find minimum cost. It is just like previous example which we have discussed. Okay. So let us see that solution. Okay. Now just have a look at that. Okay. Right. First of all, we have to start our solution with x, y. So minimum cost we are finding means how many kgs of food P is available, how many kgs of food Q is available, that will write. Okay, so we'll start with let the mixture contain x kgs of food P and y kgs of food Q. So that should be written properly. So food 1 availability quantity x kgs, food Q quantity y kgs. Obviously x greater than or equal 0 and y greater than or equal 0. So this step is, this statement is common for every problem in the beginning, right? So after that we'll see this table. Just have a look at that. Now just see this table. First left side, food P, food Q. Now vitamin A, vitamin B I'm writing in two columns. Okay. So now tell me what is the food P per kg? 60 rupees. What is food Q per kg? 80 rupees. And what is vitamin A content in food P? 3 units. Vitamin B content in food B? 5. And food Q 4, 2 given individually. And finally, what is the maximum or what is the minimum requirement of vitamin A? So 8. Okay, that is given. So 8 is minimum requirement of vitamin A in both the foods together. And what is the minimum requirement of vitamin B? So 11. Okay, that means what can I write? The this vitamin A and this vitamin A in both the foods, both together is greater than or equals to 8, correct? And 5x plus 2y is greater than or equals to 11. So like that we need to form constraints, correct? And now tell me, what is our objective function? What is our cost function? 60 into number of kgs of food 1, 60x plus 80y. So that is our main objective function. Clear? So now let us look forward. See, table is important. After that, formulation is important. So this is formulation of problem. Therefore, constraints are 3x plus 4y greater than or equals to 8 and 5x plus 2y greater than or equals to 11. And what is total cost? 60x plus 80y. Okay, so that's what you are going to minimize our cost function. What are the constraints? This one. So this is formulation of problem. Second step over. After that, we are going to draw the graph. How? By taking table values. As I told you, taking table. How can you? First table. Now, x, y. So here, if it is 0, if this is 0, what tell me here, if y value is 0, what is x value? 8 by 3, correct? So 8 by 3 I can write 8 by 3. Now whenever x value is 0, what is y? Whenever this is 0, this will be 4y equal to 8, y equal to 2. Clear? Now, so let us find point of intersection after that. Okay, now let us go for taking table values for second inequality. Now, x, y, point on the x-axis, point on the y-axis, and this is the point of intersection. So now let us go forward. Chalo, here y coordinate 0, here x coordinate 0. Tell me, whenever y coordinate 0, what is x value? 11 by 5. Correct? Whenever x value is 0, what is y? 11 by 2. Correct? So now what is point of intersection? That also we can. Okay? So based on graph we can go. Okay? Now, so based on these, so now we are going to take graph. Now 8 by 3. See 8 by 3 comma 0 I'm taking. See 0 comma 11 by 2 also. Okay? See, these are points I'm going to take in this. Okay? Now see here. See here. So this is the point of intersection 2 comma 1 by 2. 2 comma 1 by 2 is point of intersection, and I'm taking first 8 by 3 comma 0 and 0 comma 11 by 2. I've taken line further outside. Okay, and for this line also outside. Okay, so this will be the region. Now, so when our region is unbounded, we'll take this graph. But here 5x plus 2y equals to 11 is the objective function also. See like this, 8 by 3 comma 0, 2 comma 11, 1 by 2. Take these corner points and we can find minimum value. So at these points only it was minimum value. So region is bounded. Okay, now we graph this is unbounded. That's why we draw this inequality 3x plus 60x plus 80y less than this value, minimum value, 160. So 3x plus 4y less than 8. So this is equal to one of the inequalities also. So that is on dotted line there. So this inequality is equal to given one inequality. Okay. So one of the inequality also same as objective function 3x plus 4y less than 8. So for that, finally, there is no common point we observe in the graph. See, there is no common point. For both the regions, there is no common point. So finally, that point is only the final solution. Okay. Now, finally, what is the minimum value? 160 rupees. That is possible at which point? 8 by 3 comma 0 and 2 comma 1 by 2. Clear? So like that we can draw. Now let us go for second question in this. One kind of cake requires 200 grams of flour and 25 grams of fat. This is first type of cake, first kind of cake. Now let us see second type of cake, another kind of cake requires how much? 100 grams of flour and 50 grams of fat. So find the maximum number of cakes, okay, which can be made from 5 kgs of flour and 1 kg of fat. So finally, how many kgs of flour available for us? 5 kg only. 5 kg means how many grams? If I want to write in grams, 5000 grams. Similarly, how many kgs of fat available? 1 kg means 1000 grams available. That is max availability. See here. From this we can. Cakes of first kind, I'm taking X first. Cakes of second kind, I'm taking Y. Total number of cakes we are finding means X plus Y is our objective function. What is our objective function? X plus Y is our objective function. Okay. So therefore, X greater than or equal 0 and Y greater than or equal 0. Okay. See here. Now, so 200 grams of flour available for first type of cake and 25 grams available needed. Okay, required. Okay, for first type of cake. For second type of cake, how many grams of flour? 100 grams of flour, 50 grams of fat. And total availability, how much? Total flour, 5000 grams. And total fat, 1000 grams. Means 200x plus 100y less than or equals to 5000, because below that only, within that only, within that available quantity only we can make these types of cakes, correct or not? So within that, so less than or equals to 5000. So from that we can take 100 common, 100 twos are 100 ones are 2x plus y less than or equal to 50 there. Okay, so this is first inequality. Second inequality, so 25x plus 50y less than or equals 1000. So from that we can take 25 common. So like this we'll get inequality. These two are constraints. Okay, so finally we'll formulate the problem. That is second step. We're entering into second step. What is the function we are going to maximize? Z equal to x plus y. We are going to find maximum number of cakes. How many maximum number of cakes can be made? That's what we are going to find out. See, now, see here. That graph we can take point of intersection. Will take table values. Okay, for both the inequalities. One point on the x-axis, one point on the y-axis, and point of intersection also. Now here, luckily, region is bounded because both are less than or equal to now. So region is bounded. We'll write. How can write? Therefore, region is bounded and closed. Region is bounded and closed with the corner points. What are those? 25 comma 0, 20 comma 0, and 20 comma 10. Point of intersection 0 comma 20. Okay, so this is the graph, correct? So after that we'll find where which of these points it is maximum. What is the objective function? X plus y, substitute there. So at this only, this is maximum. Directly we can write it is maximum at 20 comma 10. What is the meaning of 20 comma 10? 20 of first kind cake, 10 of second kind cake, then only you'll get maximum profit. How much profit you'll get? 30. So how many cakes you can make? 30 cakes, like that. Clear? So like that we can go for solving any problem in this chapter. Now let us see this problem. Question number 3. A factory makes tennis rackets and cricket bats. A tennis racket takes 1.5 hours. Okay, so 1.5 hours of machine time and 3 hours of craftsman time in its making, while a cricket bat takes 3 hours of machine time and 1 hour of craftsman time. Okay, so here tennis racket and cricket bat manufacturing time given. Okay, so machinery time, machine time given separately, craftsman time given separately for both tennis racket and cricket bat. Clear? And after that, in a day, the factory has the availability of not more than 42 hours of machine time. So machine can work only for 42 hours, and craftsman man time also limited 24. Means within the time only work must be completed. Means at least that time, or at most maximum that time only we can utilize to manufacture these tennis rackets and cricket bats. Correct? So what you are going to find out, what is the number of rackets and bats must be made if the factory is to work at full capacity. Means full capacity means machine should work for 42 hours and craftsman should be at 24 hours. Okay, so now after that, second question also given. If the profit on a rocket and a bat 20 rupees and rupees respectively, find the maximum profit of the factory when it works at full capacity. Okay, so first of all, let us let X be the number of rackets and Y be the number of bats. Correct? So what is the machine time is not available for more than 40 hours. Means within that 40 hours time, means 1.5x plus 3y. What is 1.5? 1.5 is machine time for racket and 3 is machine time for bat. So 1.5x plus 3y less than or equals 40 hours. Similarly, craftsman time is for racket 3 and for bat 1. So 3x plus y. What is craftsman maximum time? 24 hours. Like that we can make one more inequality constraint. And factory is to work full capacity means 1.5x plus 3y equal 42, 3x plus y equal 24. Let us solve these first. If you solve these, we'll get x value, y value. That means 4 rackets and 12 bats must be made. Correct? That we can know. Okay, how many rackets, how many bats can be made, that we have found out. So answer is finished for the first question mostly. See, like this we can make table first. Okay, now what is our profit function, you tell me? 20x plus 10y, correct or not? What is the profit on every rocket? 20 rupees. So 20 into x, what is the x number of rockets? What is y number of bats? 20x plus 10y can we take for jet, and that is going to be maximized. Obviously profit function always to be maximized, correct or not? So now we'll take graph by taking table values. I know. Okay, see how to take table values, right? 8 comma 0, see 8 comma 0 and 0 comma 24 we can take for first line, and for second line also we can take. So point of intersection is important there, 4 comma 12. Okay, most probably 4 comma 12 will be the answer. We'll see. So from the figure, region is bounded and closed, we should write. Okay, whenever less than or equals to means region will be bounded always. Okay, so like that we can find, we can take table, corner points, and wherever we'll get maximum, that will write. So therefore the maximum profit of the factory when it works to full capacity is 200 rupees. Correct? It's very simple. Okay, so hope you have understood.